The next morning, Emily awoke to the soft sunlight spilling through her curtains. The diary still lay beside her bed, as if it had watched over her through the night. She opened it once more, her eyes falling upon the sketch of the mirror. The words echoed again in her mind. Whoever looks into this mirror will see more than themselves. For Emily, the decision was already made. Florence was where she needed to begin. A few days later, she wandered through the narrow cobblestone streets of the city. The air was filled with the scent of freshly baked bread and strong coffee, while the soft chime of church bells echoed against the ancient walls. Florence felt timeless, as though past and present mingled freely here. The diary had pointed her toward a specific place, the Museo di San Lorenzo, a lesser-known museum tucked away behind a quiet courtyard. Emily knew it by name, but had never stepped inside. Inside, a hush lingered in the air. The scent of old wood and polished marble floors surrounded her. As she passed glass cases filled with Renaissance art and sacred relics, Emily felt her breath quicken. And there, in a dimly lit gallery, illuminated only by a single lamp, she saw the mirror. Larger than she had imagined, its dark wooden frame was carved with intricate figures and patterns. The glass itself was unusual. It reflected her face, but not quite as any ordinary mirror would. The image seemed delayed, as though it lagged behind her movements, and within its depths, faint shapes appeared that had no place there at all. Hesitantly, Emily raised her hand and pressed it against the cool surface. For a moment, the world around her seemed to fall silent. And then, deep within the glass, another image appeared. Not a room this time, but a map of the stars. Emily recognized constellations at once, but something was off. Some patterns did not align with the skies as she knew them. Certain stars were linked together in ways that felt deliberate, intentional. She blinked, but the image remained. An ancient star chart, worn and annotated in the margins. Then, just as suddenly as it had appeared, the vision faded. Her own reflection stared back at her once again. Emily's pulse quickened as she opened the diary, searching through its pages. And there, further along, she found a passage she had overlooked before. The mirror does not reveal what is, but what must be found. Follow the chart, and the path to truth will appear. England, her heart raced. The star chart she had just seen, and now the diary's explicit mention of England. This was no coincidence. With trembling fingers, she wrote in her notes, "The mirror points to a star chart. Next step, England." As she left the museum and night fell over Florence, Emily knew the mirror had only been the first key. The real trail now awaited her, somewhere in England, hidden among maps, books, and forgotten archives. And so the Mirror of Florence closed behind her, but not without leaving a promise. The stars would show the way, and Emily had chosen to follow them.